Going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have this 5.0. This is a 2000, I believe 2018. It's a 2018 Ford Mustang, and today we're gonna perform an alignment on this car. So the first thing we have to do is select the car, pick an alignment, and we're gonna select our Ford Mustang. Let's see, there we go, it's a Mustang, and this is a 2018, so we're gonna include the Shelby. So we select Shelby, and it's, I believe, a coupe model, and we have the performance track package on this car, so we're gonna select that one because we have the track mode. And the way you can see if this car is a sport package is by checking those selectors right there, and most of the sport packages come in manual, so this is a sport package car. Alright, so the next step is to put those sensors on those tires, and let's begin the alignment. And 3, 2, 1, boom, and we have the sensors in the car. So next step is I reselected the car, and every time we start an alignment we're gonna have to reset the stability module on this car. It's just a reset that needs to be performed every time you align. So we just hit OK, and we see all the measurements here pre-selected by Hunter. And now we're gonna roll the car back, make sure you have those pins, the steering wheel straight and all that. So we just press ready, and now we're gonna roll the car back. And I always put these chokes here on the wheel, you can see. So next I always put the brake, make sure the car's in neutral, and put the brake down. And now it's time to spin the car, roll the car back 45 degrees so we can get an accurate reading. And this one is on the way. Need a little bit more back, and now we check, and as you can see it's green now, and that's ready. Now we're gonna make sure this thing is straight. Next step is roll the car back to the front, and I always check that by checking the level on this thing. It's a little bit hard than it looks, needs more, and that's a lot, and a little bit back, there we go. All right, that's level. And I heard the beep. All right, and as you can see it's pretty bad on the back. We have -3 degrees on each wheel, so we still have to measure our caster right now. So I'm gonna just press measure caster, press OK, get that ready. Now I'm gonna take off the pins, and we have to roll this so when we turn the plate doesn't hit this. Do the same thing on the other, pins out. And now it's time to get into the car. Now I'm gonna apply the brake first. That's the first thing I do. Neutral. Gonna roll the seat a little bit back, and let's start it just with the clutch in, and we start it. Right, this is what I'm talking about. This sounds like true American build. All right, so watch that. So we turn the steering wheel to get that green bar in center. There we go. We turn right, a little bit more. There we go. Nice. And to finish, we just go to the center, and we're ready. We measured caster right there. So before anything, I have to put something here to hold the steering wheel in place, and also I need my depressor so I can press the brake all the time. But right now I'm just interested on the measurements, and let's go check. Alright, so we see our caster is a little bit good. I believe it's good, but the back is not good. Alright, yeah, we see the caster is off. So if I just want to round everything to 0, I just put 0, makes things easier. Alright, and before I do any adjustments, I save them so I can show the customer what it was before. Alright, so it's really bad on the front, show rear axle, and it's really bad. So on every alignment we start from the back first. So we're gonna start on the back, and I'm gonna raise this car, and I'm gonna lift this car to see what's going on in the back. And also I have this tool that helps a lot, so I can see the measurements. Okay, so on most cars, most compact cars not always have adjustments. So on this we're gonna see what we have on the back. So we have adjustable camber, and also we have adjustable toe. And the front, it's gonna use the camber. The camber is gonna be adjusted by either lifting the car and losing these nuts right here, these bolts, so it can make the tire go like that, and that's gonna give us camber. But on this, the caster is not adjustable unless we install a kit for the car. And I believe this is your caster axle, your caster arm, but it's fixed and we cannot move it. So we just have toe, and this is camber, and the caster we're gonna leave it like that because it's not too much that is off. So we're gonna start on the back first. All right, let's go, guys. So to adjust the back on this car, we have the toe right here. This is the to adjust the side of the tire. So if we have the tire like this, we adjust this. And to adjust the camber, we have to lose the nut right there and on the upper controller, and we're gonna pry it like that so we can move the tire inward or outward. And we're gonna need positive caster, so it needs to go out a little bit. Probably it's gonna give you like half degree, and if you see the tire, you see it's a little bit off like that to the inside. So looks like this car was lowered. As you can see, it's even a little bit off on the tire like this, so we have to correct that. When we do an alignment, we have to install the depressor, because this tool lets you lock the wheels in place so it doesn't move, and we get more accurate readings on this car. All right, and let's continue with this. So right now I'm gonna lift the car, and just put that, and now I can lift the back securely. So I already got the back already loose, and before doing any adjustments, we have to remove these pins by doing this. We have to remove them every time we align because they make a lot of pressure, and once you take it off, it's gonna be easier for the tire to move. Alright, so now that I have everything loose, I relifted the car. As you can see, it's already on the, it's not too high because I cannot lift them more. Well, I can lift them more, but I think it's just enough. Alright, so to loose, I already got the bolt loose to adjust the camber, so I just put the wrench like this. As you can see, I don't know if this thing can focus really well, but it's really hard to do it to see. But the nut's right there. Come on, focus. That one. So that's the arm you need to loose so you can move the tire like this. Alright? Alright guys, so as you can see, I already managed the camber to get a little bit closer. So I'm gonna show you how it was before. That's before, and that's right now. So I'm gonna adjust this toe so we can get a little bit closer, because you have to make a lot of adjustments on these cars because they move all the time. Well, you move one thing and the other thing moves, so I just have that thing right there and it helps me a lot. So we'll just keep going. I'm gonna adjust the toe right now, and then we're gonna see how it's gonna look. Alright. Okay, so as you can see, I already fixed the back and it's looking pretty good. We still have a little bit to work on the tire, but as you can see, it's more straight now than before. Let me just get another angle. As you remember, the tire was really in like this, and as you can see, it's pretty fixed now. As you can see, it's getting close to the other one, as you can see. So we're getting close to perfection. We still need to fix the front though, so almost ready. Still gotta work on the front. Alright, so let's just go ahead to the front and let's see what's gonna wait. Alright, yeah, we have to fix the toe, camber as well, and caster probably is gonna fix itself by adjusting the other two. Alright, so now it's turn to put this bad boy in. We're gonna install this on the steering wheel, and then I'm gonna adjust it with that tool or whatever. I like this setup, it's pretty handy and really close to this. Alright, so I'll keep working on it. So since we have the big pedal already in, we're just gonna put in neutral and start it. Now we're gonna install this bad boy. Gonna put it like this and make sure the steering wheel is really straight, because we don't want the customer to come back and tell us that the steering wheel is not straight. As you can see, it's pretty straight, but I'll always double check it, go test drive it and make sure everything's good. Alright, so now let's adjust the front. Alright, so to adjust the camber on this, we're gonna have to lift the car, and then we're gonna use the air gun to lose those knobs, and let the wheel go out a little bit. So I'm gonna lift the car right now, and I'm gonna do that by doing this. We're gonna lift it from the chassis because we want the suspension to be loose, so we can adjust this really nice. So for this, we have to adjust first the toe on this, and we're gonna need I believe it's 15/16 to loosen this. Yeah, 15/16. Now we're gonna need this tool that is really handy. Just clamp it in like this and you start to adjusting, but sometimes it doesn't work, so sometimes we just need another different tool. There we go, it works. Alright, and we can see that our toe is coming in. It's going in already. We see, we're gonna see green in a little bit. Come on. And there we go. Come on. There we go. That's gonna be green. There we go. Alright, so we go to the next. And we do the same thing. Alright. Once that I have my toe close to the green, now it's time to lift the car. We press that and we wait for the green arrow, press ready, and now we're gonna lift the car. We lift it, we lift it, we lift it. There we go. Alright, we lift it and then we lock it in place. Alright, so we see the tires are already on the air, and now we just press ready, and it's gonna give me only the adjustments for the camber. Alright, so it's time to use the gun and loose these tires a little bit so they can go out. Alright guys, so as you can see, I already fixed the other side of the tire. It's on the air right now, but we're gonna fix this side right now, and the way we're gonna fix it is by removing the tire, and we're gonna use this tool. This is a camber gauge kit. We use this so we measure how much we're gonna move the tire, and this thing is pretty accurate. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cheap. You can buy it like anywhere. If you're doing a lot of alignments or anything related to this, it helps a lot. So we're gonna take off the tire right now, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do to correct the camber on this car. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so as you can see, I already have my camber tool right here. As you can see, it says camber right here. And the way this works, actually this tool goes right here, but since this car has a kit for the tire, the wheel, the rims, it has a kit for the rims. I'm just gonna put it here, and the only thing I need is just a reference point so I can not cut a lot, just a little bit. And we're gonna take off this bolt right here. We're gonna use this gun, and then we have to remove the bolt, take it out from the way, and then I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna adjust this camber thing. Alright, so I got the bolt already out, and as you can see, it moves. I had to remove the caliper bolt and move it a little bit because it was on the way, and we just take off this bolt. I'll pick it up later, and I'm gonna show you how this works. So on the machine, I was showing you that we need the caster is negative on this car on both sides, so what we need is positive. So we need to bring the tire out so we can get a positive reading, and to fix that we put the this here, and I'm just gonna pull it towards me. As you can see, it's changing, and I'm just gonna go to the 1 because that's enough. As you can see, inside we're gonna grind this side to be able to put the bolt inside, because the other one is not gonna fit, and we have to grind it with a special tool we have here. This is the little grinder that we have, and I'm going to do this right here. It's gonna grind. You don't have to grind a lot, because if you grind a lot, it's gonna have problems with the shock. So we just do it a little bit. If it needs half degree, we do it. If it needs more than that, I think the max we have done on this is 1 degree. That's the max you can do. But if it requires more, you're gonna need something special to fix the camber on this car. Alright, so right now I'm going to show you how I'm gonna do this. As you can see, I have the grinder here. So we're gonna grind like this. I'm gonna grind half moon on it so we can get a good amount of clearance for that bolt. Alright guys, so I already put the tire and it looks pretty good. This is the final result. Before I had negative, So now it's time to lower the car and see. It's gonna change a little bit, but I guess it's not gonna be a lot. Alright guys, so the car is ready and I'm already printing the results of this car. As you can see, it was really bad before. You can see here it was almost a degree off. Yeah, that was a lot. And we see here I cannot fix the caster because on this car is fixed, so the only thing I can do is recommend the customer to or we can find something adjustable for that. But overall the car looks good. The back and the front is good. The back came out pretty good, that, and the front is good too. That one's a little bit, it's inside, it's not a lot, it's just millimeters off, but as long as it's green, it's good. So if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel guys, and comment if you have any questions, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.
Yeah. MD, JPB, it's only right, baby.
Yeah, why you mad? I got a bag, bro. Name hot in these streets, no too bad.